Good evening, and welcome to the John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts. Tonight's program is a collaboration between the Office of Access, VSA, the Social Impact Team, and two members of our Cultural Caucus, Kat Oki-Day and Suzanne Richard. This performance is a Jean Kennedy Smith Arts and Disability Program supported by the Rosemary Kennedy Education Endowment. Please join me in welcoming Zach Sandler to the stage.
I get to take this thing off. Hello, I am Zach Sandler. I am nervous, and I'm here. And you are all here, which is wonderful, and hi to everyone out there as well. I'd like to thank everyone who got me to this point, especially Susie Richard, and most important part of the show, which is the audience. You're about to see 10 minutes from my musical about my experience with my bipolar. I wrote music, lyrics, and book. And I'll be performing the parts of my depression, my mania, my doctor, and myself. Let's begin at my college graduation. Started music at the age of 5. When I played piano, my soul came alive. Learned to sight read symphonies of my choice. Sang in operas using my soprano voice. Now I act and sing and play and write shows too. Orchestrate, arrange, transcribe, give you a cue. My 8 different dreams are each so much fun. So I will be following everyone. 'Cause now it's me. I know where I'm going now, it's me. Creative juices flowing and you'll see. Soon Broadway will be calling on my phone. 'Cause finally it's time, I'm fully grown. But there was one week of college when I felt different. So I missed a week of class. I started medication. My mind took on a mind of its own. But all of that has passed, a scary aberration, and I conquered the unknown. Yeah, I conquered the unknown. So now it's me, it's me, it's me. Oh yeah, I know where I'm going now. It's me, it's me. At last I am all-knowing, and I see that who I am is written down in stone. 'Cause finally, at last, it's time. Finally, I'm here. Hello, world. Finally, I swear I'm fully grown. I am soon faced with a difficult decision between my two biggest passions, a cappella and musical theater. I choose a cappella and immediately regret my choice. A character appears inside my head. His name is Depression. And he says, just give up. No one likes you. you're alone. And then, like a light switch, something inside my head flips on. Another character appears. His name is Mania. He says, "Come on, Zach, it's your time, time to save the world." What? That's right, Zach, it's our time, time to heal the world. In 4 sleepless nights, I write a 39-page manifesto, get sent to the hospital against my will, and get slapped with a bipolar diagnosis. I don't like it. It's not true. Is it? Could this be me? I felt the best I ever had. I had the best ideas I ever had before. Could this be me? The connection's coming clear, clearly seeing that there's infinitely more. Could this be me? Like a prisoner in my own mind, where someone else had the key. I'm not usually this way, so could this be me? My parents, both mental health professionals, convinced the doctors to change my diagnosis from bipolar to mood disorder, not otherwise specified, afraid that bipolar will make it hard to get health insurance or a good job, whatever that means. This isn't me. I won't tell a single soul, 'cause my mind is in control all other days. This isn't me. Yeah, I know who I am, and he doesn't need more damn impatient stays. This isn't me. No, I know I'm not bipolar. This was a fluke, can't you see? I'll take the meds, okay, but there's no more to say. This isn't me. This isn't me. This isn't me. 5 days later, I am released from the hospital, and I see an outpatient psychiatrist. She wants to adjust my meds. So I take a few, then another few, and then back to the old few on a different dose. And after trying lithium, Lamictal, Klonopin, Ativan, Zyprexa, Seroquel, Geodon, Risperidone, Abilify, Latuda, Gabapentin, and Viagra, I think, this feels like guessing. So, does med school plus guessing equal educated guessing? I asked the doctor, could you tell me a little more about lithium? She answers very seriously. But in my activated state, this is what I hear. Lithium is a basic element. In fact, it's number 3. Some say we all should take it for its neurogenetivity. It also stabilizes mood. Don't have to take it with food. And the copay is so low, it's mostly free. What about side effects? Lithium may cause a tremor. Thyroid problems, trouble staying awake. You could become toxic if you take too much at once, and then your whole body will shake. But you know what'll work? Nope, brain magic. Don't know what these pills will do. Brain magic, much less what they will do to you. Still, I suggest the best approach is something new. Magic beats a manic breakthrough. Thanks a lot, Dr. Goldenschmidt. You really made me feel better. If I don't, the pills will. Call you in a week. Brain magic. This pill's pink and this one's blue. Brain magic. Here's a pamphlet just for you. The rest of the show is about how my external life and my internal life interweave. For example, I get married and then divorced. Through a series of additional manic and depressive episodes, I continue to learn about who I really am and how to work with the characters inside my head. Thank you very much. And now on to Lachi.
And now, please welcome your headliner tonight, Lachi.
Hello. My name is Lachi, black girl, cornrows, she, her, gold dress, gold nails, gold face, gold ring. I like reinforcing self-descriptions because I myself am blind, and it's really helpful for blind folks. So I am here, and I'm very excited today to be sharing this stage on the Kennedy Center today, which is really the eve of International Day of Persons with Disabilities, a UN-sanctioned day for us to celebrate disability in all of its forms. Mine happens to be blindness, but there is a ton of diversity in disability. So that's what we're going to be doing here today. And so for the next 45 minutes, I want to ask you to take all of your troubles, all of your problems, all of your worries, woes, vows, and things like that, leave them at the door, toss them out, and just sit back and relax as I story tell. Today we're going to be taking a journey through my road to confidence. I wasn't always confident. We're going to start with me. I live in New York, actually. I know most of you are from DC. By show of hands, who is from DC? Native to DC? Show of hands. Nobody? No one? I don't see anything, so I don't know. Well, I'm from New York, so I want to talk about my journey to confidence as a young, scared, blind female who had to strive to try to get there. When I first moved to New York, I left my parents behind. They didn't want me to leave. I don't even know. They were out of town when I left, so I don't know if they even know where I am. Just kidding. But I ended up going to New York wanting independence so that I could pursue my dream as a musician. But it was a really scary time. Just as a daughter of immigrants, as a blind black woman, trying to figure out how to navigate the trains. I was a really shy kid, so having to figure out how to talk to people and say, how do I go anywhere? And I know that when I first moved to New York, the phrase I heard over and over again was stand clear of the closing doors, which is what the trains would say. This one's called Stand Clear, the first song I ever wrote when I first moved to New York. Excuse me, mister, would you be so kind to tell me, is this local or express? Excuse me, sister, would you be so kind to tell me, is this going west? Is anyone listening? Is anyone there? Or am I alone here? Out here on my own here, completely ensconced in here, for the only response I hear. Stand clear of the closing doors and hold deftly on to what is yours. For if you are not careful, you will miss your stop. Stand clear of the closing doors. Can I get a line up on the trolley? 'Cause ring, ring goes the bell, and the next stop is hello, conductor. Hello, conductor, would you be so kind to tell me, does this go to Main Street? See, I have my map here, but feel the roads, well, they are wide. Please tell me, for I think I'm lost. I see you see through me, as if I am not there. How long will this ride last? Should I have taken the path? Nothing is implied by him, for the only reply by him. Stand clear of the closing doors. Yes, we all have our closing doors. And if you are not careful, the train will not stop. Stand clear of the closing doors. Can I get a line up on the trolley? 'Cause ring, ring goes the bell, and the next stop is help me. Stand clear of the closing doors. Yes, we all have our closing doors. And if you are not careful, the train will not stop. Merrily onward through player and prop, leaving you either to fly or to flop. Stand clear of the closing doors. Can I get that you. Okay, so that was the first song I wrote in New York, and apparently, obviously, I'm this loud, boisterous, borderline annoying person now. And how did I get from that to there? I mean, now I'm at a point. I'm going to go ahead and just give you the answer to this quiz: my disability. That's why I'm really excited to be sharing this with you all today. Because while that song that I wrote, the fear of navigating the trains, was because of my blindness, it's because of my blindness that I'm here today. It's because of my blindness that I started writing music, that I ended up getting record deals, that I ended up being a host on PBS because of my disability, speaking to representatives of the White House because of my disabilities, playing the Kennedy Center because of my disability. So this entire set is going to be an ode to that. Actually, speaking of which, I just the other day was hanging out with my actual legitimate idol, Alicia Keys. She's black, she plays the piano, I stole her hairdo. And so this woman right here, I got to hang out with her and write with her because of my disability, because of my blindness, and because I was not afraid to be proud of it, to tell people how awesome it is to identify as my full self. But we're not there in the story yet. You know, one of the best things that happened to me when I was in New York is I really stopped trying to write for other people. I was like, I'm too black to write white, and I'm too white to write black. So I want to just write me. And a good place that I found that was in the trance and EDM and dance world, where it's not about how you look, it's just about what you say. And when I was in New York, I ended up getting signed to this cool management company. And I thought to myself, wow, I never thought that I could be signed to a management company. How did I get this far? And it helped me write this song called Far. And really the premise of Far is like, you know, where we are right now as human beings, we're actually the furthest humanity has ever gone. And I don't mean like, oh, well, we've come up with all these interesting things. I mean, literally, we are the farthest that existence has gone. Right now, every single moment that you live is the farthest we've ever gone. So I think that's real. When we worry about the future and when we worry about the past, can you believe that this beautiful moment is the furthest we've ever gone, ever? And I think we need to bask in that. This one's called Far. See, we're facing the wrong way. We're replacing the wrong things. And the only road we know is long. And the road we walk, it's dark and long. you. Huge shout out to Marcus Schultz and Armin van Buren for supporting that track. And Black Hole for putting it out. That song is all over the place. You can find me. And in fact, and most people who know me online know me for that song. So I'm very proud of that song. And the ability to start thinking deeper than my fears is what that song represents. And as I continued to see success in the music industry and walk up that ladder, you know, I didn't tell people about my blindness. I was just like, yeah, everybody trips over stuff. Everybody has large print, what? But the truth of the matter is I was shooting myself in the foot. And I got to a point in my life, probably around 2017, 2018, where I started to be really proud of myself because I was becoming successful in music. And I got to feel what it was like to be confident and proud. And you know, when you get to that point in your life, you go, wait a second, I'm confident and I'm proud, but who am I? Like, what is this thing? Who am I? I had the luxury to sit down and say, you know what, who am I? And I started to realize that I am a hodgepodge of dualities, and that was why I was having trouble identifying who I was. This ability to sit down and analyze myself is a privilege. If you can sit down on your pillow and say, who am I? Let me think and be a philosopher about myself. I mean, that means you have food, that means you have shelter, that means other things in your life have been figured out. So by that time in my career, seeing things, seeing success, but not having analyzed myself, I realized, look, I am a black person who was raised white. I was raised in white neighborhoods. I had 4 older sisters, then a boy, then me, then another boy. So I am a girl who was raised tomboy. I am a blind person who was pretty much raised sighted. I was thrown into public schools. I was raised Catholic. You know what that means. If you say you're Catholic, you're Catholic. If you say you're raised Catholic, that means something else. And I was raised shy, or I grew up shy, and now here I am. And so what I'm trying to say is that I realized that I could grow up as all those things and exist as this, and it's okay. I can be all of those things together. I can be scared and be proud. I can be hard on myself and be proud of myself. So this song, Duality, came to mind, starting to embrace the fact that we are all dual citizens of ourselves in this society that tries to put us in boxes that not one single human being fits in. And that's where this song, Duality, comes from. So I want to sing it for you. What I hate most about this is I was actually in love. It's like you came through and freed my soul, but kept my heart in flux. You were a dark blue midnight with a touch of stars, a ray of sunlight with a hint of darkness. But I'm crowded wondering who you are, 'cause I am lost in your duality. I'm like, who are you actually? Are you true or you just acting for me? 'Cause you consume the whole of me in your duality. In your duality. I am lost in your duality. And who are you actually? I am lost Your brand of laid-back chaos got me torn like good and evil. It's like you break my walls, yet break my fall. I'm trapped in your upheaval. You came and steered me right when I was veering left. But once all right was always when you left me. Reminded of what I chose to forget. Now I am lost in your duality. I'm like, who are you actually? Are you true or you just acting for me? 'Cause you consume the whole of me in your duality. In your duality. I am lost in your duality. Who are you actually? I am lost in your duality. In your duality. Your duality. No, no, no. No, no. So lost. I am lost. And then the ability to start analyzing myself. It's crazy because I got to this point. This was probably right before the pandemic. It was actually right before my longtime manager, Gary Salzman, died. R.I.P. Gary Salzman. Remember when we were talking about me playing the Kennedy Center? Yeah. So I ended up having this epiphany that was like, you know what? I'm done pretending that I'm not blind. I'm done pretending that I'm not disabled. I want to be proud of all parts of myself, and that includes my blindness. And I knew, and when I had that epiphany, I realized, like, this is that higher purpose. Being true to your whole self and saying, I am blind and I am God's vessel to tell the world that that's frickin' totally fine. I had that epiphany. And it's funny because I don't have a song for it. I don't have a song that was like, you know, I'm blind and that's my epiphany and now I'm proud. So sadly, the epiphany came, but a song didn't come with it. However, I wanted to play a cover for you guys. And I very rarely play covers, but this song, when I first heard it, it spoke to me so clearly and was my message. My earring, right? Is that what that is? Should I keep it on? It's really cute, but I can take it off for you guys. Do whatever I want, says the sound guy quietly to me in my monitor. So, all right, guys, we've been dealing with it, so we're just going to keep going. It's part of it. But the point that I'm going to make is there's a song by this artist named GRAMMY. He was a Aboriginal from Australia, and he was blind, and he was a musician. And he had this song that was just the most beautiful song I have ever heard, and it spoke exactly to my experience of being blind and realizing that it's time for me to get out here and tell the world that that's okay and try to help the world see through my blindness. This one's called History by GRAMMY. Spirit knew that I am to rid the world of destruction. United we stand, divided we fall. Together we'll stand in solidarity. Nyaranya duala batura, nyaranya duala nyarami, nyaranya duala gidara, nyaranya duala gurmul. I heard my mama, I heard my papa crying their hearts out in confusion. How could I walk straight and tall in a society? Oh, please hold my hand. United we stand, divided we fall. Together we'll stand in solidarity. Naranya duala barupa, naranya duala tokolo, naranya duala mralija, naranya duala nomorobo, naranya duala gurmul. United we stand, divided we fall. Together we'll stand in solidarity. I was born blind, and I don't know why. God knows why. Because He loves me so. Oh, I get very emotional with that one. I remember when I first rehearsed it, I was crying. Okay, so I'm actually going to just take this earring off. Right? Have you ever been in a concert? I was at a Cardi B concert where she just took her wig off, so I figured like I can just take my earrings off. All right, guys. From here on out, it's earringless Lachi. Let's see how this goes. We're going to do a lot of really cool stuff for these last couple of songs here, but we're moving on because after I had that epiphany, I learned that I had bigger plans. So when people told me no, when society told me no, when everyone said, no, 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 you can't, get a day job, be normal, do this, how dare you, you're blind, you can't, no, 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 no. I knew I had bigger plans. Even when I told myself no, there was something inside me that had a bigger plan. And I wrote this song, Bigger Plans, because this doesn't only apply to me. Everyone, you have a bigger plan inside of you telling you, yes, even when you are telling yourself no. So I want to play this song, Bigger Plans, that I wrote right around that time of self-discovery and realization. And we ended up making a music video to this song, Bigger Plans, which you can find online. By the way, my name's Lachi, lachimusic.com. Check me out. This music video that we did really highlighted disability. Everyone involved had a disability. And that music video ended up getting awards and awards and awards. And it's funny because we didn't know what we were doing when we put it together. We just wanted to do a fun project. So that music video, in and of itself, had bigger plans. So here, this one's called Bigger Plans. Perfect smile, but it's broken at the seams. You tear through miles and miles, but you're not sure where it leads. No time to second guess with good advice that don't apply to you. Behind that looking glass, it may be messy, but it's you for you. And it's okay to believe no matter what, you're gonna make it. And they can say what they need to say, and you ain't gotta stand and take it. And then the crowd starts rolling through. We'll be on the move. They don't understand that it's okay to believe no matter what, you're gonna take a chance. Yeah, we got bigger plans. We got bigger plans. Like fireflies flying high, but we don't crash. No matter, we shall rise like a phoenix from the ashes. Gets hard when days go dark and everybody's got their own beliefs. Yeah. Just shine from where you are, 'cause you're exactly where you're supposed to be. And it's okay to believe no matter what, you're gonna make it. And they can say what they need to say, but you ain't gotta stand and take it. 'Cause when the clouds start rolling through, we'll be on the move, though they don't understand that it's okay to believe no matter what, you're gonna take a chance. Yeah, we got bigger plans. We got bigger plans. You believe what they think, don't they? Fire por people think. Sindo yo tai, dai apetio. We got bigger plans. Okay, all right, okay. This is also being live streamed, so hi live stream people, thank you for tuning in. One of the things that I think the folks at home are going are, Lachi, we didn't even know you played the piano. You're playing a lot of very slow songs, and we know you for the fact that you rap and you jump around. So I want to speed things up a bit, because now we've come to the present. So about a couple of years ago, maybe last year, I think, honestly, I had yet another epiphany. And it's, okay, here's the story really quickly. At one point in my life, when I was really, really young, I had a really traumatizing event happen to me, and when I was older and confident, I realized, holy snap, I've been seeing the world the wrong way this whole time. So let me tell you the event, and then we're gonna tell you what was wrong, and then we're gonna sing the resultant song. Okay, ready? Let's do this. Step one, traumatizing event. I was 11 or 12, and my older sister, she's about 4 or 5 years older than me, she always kind of, I was like the one she'd pick on for fun, because obviously I was the little sister. So there was a point in time where we went to, she was driving, and we went to a toll booth, and she didn't have money for the toll, so she asked me for $1. I was 11, so like all I had was $1. So I gave her the $1, and she paid the toll, and she gave me back my change, and I took the change, and I was a kid, so I was just counting it. And she looks over at me, and she goes, "You are selfish." And I was like, what? And then that stuck with me forever. Like, I remember I went home and I cried for days, like days. And then as I grew up, I was like, I'm selfish, oh my God, I'm such a horrible human being. So I was always trying to be super selfless and make sure that I wasn't being selfish. And then here I am talking to you about myself for 45 minutes. So what I'm trying to say is eventually I got to a point when I gained my confidence. I looked back at that and I thought, holy moly, it is okay to love yourself. It is okay to be proud of yourself. It is okay to tell people, back off. It's my time for a second so I can put my crown back on straight and be good for you in the future. And so I wrote this song called Selfish, where I realized selfishness is being about yourself, literally self-ish. So that's what this song is. And you can tell by the performance that we're in a lot more modern times by now, because this song exudes the confidence, the sort of modern day confidence that I kind of have by now. Let's see if I can actually do this and play the piano at the same time. They in my face asking me a lot of questions like, how you gonna do that? They be pressing for confessions. I'm like, no, I'm be in my grave alone. So I be on the phone, see I'm trying to get this paper, make the fruit out of this labor, trying to make this cheddar fluent. I realize that you ain't gonna get me there. Now you ain't gonna get me there. So just spare me all the double speak and rubble. See you work instead of worrying about what feed you. If you was working, wouldn't be worrying about what we do. I'm not the creek, I run it deeper like oceans. I never slow or break this locomotion. And when I added up the sum total, the number one go-tos, I am the sum total. So I keep it focused, stay above all of the ruckus. Beneath the buzzing locusts, they stay broken. I'm not broke, cause I am selfish. Cause if I did you, I would do you, but I do me, so you do you. Go ahead, call it selfish. Do you, I'm a do me, selfish. They gonna hate it when you no longer deflated, cause you risen from your own decision and you know you made it on your own. They mad cause they can't handle you. Be about the business till it's finished, all the chatter, the pitter patter, it don't matter, less it make the pockets fatter, get you up the ladder, would you rather? Hold up, they call me conceited, I call it ain't no way you see me conceding. You get the taste, try to blame me to my face, but I am no longer basic, lackadaisic, don't mistake me, I'm like it no more. They've been trying to find my balance, but I show up on time, cause I know they rather see me fishing dishes, swimming with fishes. We on this mission, ain't no listening what they wishing on us. So while I'm thankful and I'm grateful, even for the hateful, I have learned our status is to love yourself, and that is to be selfish. Yeah, da da da. That is You can call it salvation, they want to keep you calm, but they're coming with their guns, and they do not want you running while they come in. But I'm being my grave alone. I'm being my grave alone. I'm being my grave alone. Me, myself, and nothing. So if you can't give me something, then your word don't mean nothing. Then stop it, 'cause you're frontin'. But people, they call it selfish. But no, there ain't no truer word but to love yourself first. I just got one more song for you guys. One more. Hang in there, guys. Hang in there. So let me tell you something that's really, really cool. I remember when I was young and I was reading a Forbes article on somebody. I don't even remember who it was, to be honest, so I should have prepared better for this story. But I saw the word disability, and I was like, are they allowed to just say the word disability? This is probably like 10 years ago or something. I was like, can they just say the word disability in an article? I thought it was a bad word. And then I have since claimed the word. Now it's dis everything. Disability, dis this, dis that. Say the word. Don't be afraid of it. If anyone calls me differently abled, they will get a cane to the face. So I'm not differently abled. I'm not handicapped. I'm not special needs. I do have special needs in the bedroom. Let's talk if you'd like to know them. But, okay, but what I have to say is this, listen. When people say things like, oh, let's focus on the ability of disability. I don't know why that became British, but let's focus on the ability of disability. Listen, when you focus on just the ability of the word disability, you're discounting what I identify as. I'm not a musician who happens to have a disability. I'm a musician who identifies as disabled. It's part of my identity. It's like saying, let's focus on the American of African American. No, you're taking away the blackness of my Americanness. Or let's focus on the man of woman. Okay, well, I'm a woman. It's my full identity. I encourage people to stop being afraid of the word. Say it. And let's start having these conversations. Let's stop being uncomfortable about them, or the stigma will remain forever. One last thing, this has nothing to do with my set. I just want to say something real quick. Listen, if you ever see a person with a disability struggling to do something, let's say struggling to cross the street, or great example, I'm a musician, struggling to get onto a stage, and then they get onto the stage, and you think to yourself, I'm so inspired. Let me tell you something, boo-boo. You're not being inspired. You're witnessing social discrimination and oppression. So if your first thought is, how inspirational that they struggled to get to the top, that's the wrong thought. Your thought should be, why is that venue not accessible to that person? So just remember, you're not inspired unless you are driven to action. Okay, all right, enough preaching. Speaking of preaching and educating, this last song I'm going to sing for you guys is a song called Diseducation. And it's a song I actually wrote with one of my new best friends, Apple to App, from the Black Eyed Peas. Yes, that was a humble brag. And I'm very excited to share this with you all. It hasn't been released yet, so you cannot really find it online except through these intimate performances. So this one's called Diseducation, and it's me celebrating my pride in being disabled and showing people like, hey, I don't need you to feel sorry for me. When I ask you for help, it's not charity, it's I want you to connect with me and want to be on my team, and let's do this together to make the world better. So that's what Diseducation is about. That's the last song. I want to thank you all for sitting down here, listening to me, celebrating International Day of Persons with Disabilities with me. I want to thank the Kennedy Center and all the folks that helped put this together. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this tune. And here we go. It's called Diseducation. All right, there you go. I don't need to hold you down to lift me up. I don't need to see the ground to know I'm jumping. Don't need no one else's crown to claim my cup, yeah. I don't need ya. I don't need ya. You on that no peak flow, think I'm out here blowing you up. I'm on that next rise best live, out here showing you up. Turn me away to my face. Now they out here showing me love. I think it's high time for some diseducation. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, day. I don't need your hand-me-downs for my leg up. I don't need to see the ground to be disruptive. While I'm raking in the bacon, hold my lunch, yeah. I don't need ya. I don't need ya. You on that no peak flow, think I'm out here blowing you up. I'm on that next rise best live, out here showing you up. Turn me away to my face. Now they out here showing me love. I think it's high time for some diseducation. Yeah. The piano in forever, guys. I'm so excited to be playing with one of my best friends. Okay, so we're about to rap. So I'm gonna see if I can rap and play the piano, okay? All right, 5, 6. Come on, Lachi, you got this. Y'all help me out. Let me get some claps. Let's get some claps. Oh, come on, you guys are so, this is so DC. 1, dum. So this is that 1, dum, 3, 4. Yeah, now y'all got it. Look at, I'm really educating y'all. All right, here we go. And 5, 6, 7, 8. No need for fake hugs. No need to waste love. It's in your face, love. I seen what you're made of. And when they switch up, I start acting different on them. And when my wrist up, I just let it glisten on them. No need for tripping on them. I just respect the game. When others come and go, I visit a solid name. It's harder to move smarter when it's less to gain. Gotta make your own rules, go against the grain. Pressure and pain remains. It settles in. With nothing to lose, I can only accept the win. Don't need nobody stepping in, trying to recommend. You know my world better than me, better phone a friend. Either follow my lead or set a trend. Once you go down this road, it never ends. The devil knocking at my door, better let him in. But warn them that I'm more deadly than the 7 sins. I'm on that next rise best live, out here showing you up. Turn me away to my face. Now they out here showing me love. I think it's high time for some diseducation. I think it's high time for some diseducation. I think it's high time. I think it's high time for some diseducation. I think it's high time for something new. I think it's high time for something new. I think it's high time for something new. I think it's high time for Okay, all right. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kennedy Center. Everyone for coming, everyone at home. Thank you so much. Dis, say the word.
Thank you for joining us at Millennium Stage. For more information on upcoming Millennium Stage performances, please visit kennedy-center.org or on Facebook. Thank you, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your evening at the Kennedy Center.